Welcome to Altered Books, Stamps, and Collage. To start, we're going to prep our page by adding gesso. This is going to help our art materials to grab the page better. Next, we're going to create a stamp, as you can see here. And this is made by starting with a styrofoam card, and I'm just using a mechanical pencil, but you can use any pencil. You're just going to want to draw your design on your styrofoam, and this is actually carving into it, which we're then going to add ink in just a second, and this is going to transfer the image to our page. So to add the ink, we're going to take our brayer, which is the roller, onto our ink pad, and we're going to add that in multiple layers on top of the styrofoam until we can see a clearly defined outline of our shapes. Then we're going to take that styrofoam and press it down firmly onto the page. This is going to allow the ink to transfer. If you want to have color instead of black and white, you can use washable markers instead. I'm showing here some other ways that you can do stamps. This is a roller stamp, and you just want to make sure that you get the ink all the way around the roller, so you're going to roll it on the ink pad multiple times. These other stamps, you're just going to press into the ink pad and then add onto your page, and this can add some visual contrast. Next, I'm going to start doing some collage. This is going to add some visual interest to the page, and I like to rip my collage pieces. You can either cut out the objects with scissors, or you can rip them to give them a more aged look. Here I'm just gluing down pieces as I decide where I like them. It's okay to explore and just kind of figure out what you like on your page. It doesn't have to be perfect. This is just an exploration. You can use not only images like you see here, but you can also use toned paper. I am taking off that piece because I just decided I didn't like it there, and that's okay. You can rip things off. You probably don't want to do that more than 1 or 2 times, or it'll start to degrade the quality of the paper, but it is okay to change your mind and lift some things up if you can maybe get a corner that's not stuck. Again, I'm adding stamps just for visual texture and for interest. And then here I have some square pieces of fabric, and these are called quilting squares, and I'm using these again to add some extra texture to the page. When thinking through my design for this page, I didn't have an exact theme, but as I continued on and was seeing different collage images, I was able to come up with a better idea as to what I wanted the vibe of this page to be. And again, you can see I'm tearing up a piece of paper. And again, it's okay to change your mind. Just remember that you do want to keep the quality of the background page of your book intact. And as you can see, I'm experimenting here with placement. This is because I'm thinking about composition. I want things on my page to be balanced, so I want to consider colors as well as textures and also size of the collage images. So you can see here that I'm playing around to kind of decide what layout I want. And I'm trying to make sure that there's blue on both sides of the spread, as well as that kind of green natural color that's a bigger square on the right hand side and a smaller little strip on the left hand side. Next, I am adding some stickers. You can see that butterfly sticker that I just added, and that just adds some extra fun detail that I don't personally have to draw. I'm adding some purple paint here. Again, this is adding some visual interest and also creating another piece of media. I'm adding it all around the page as I just discussed with composition. It's important to have colors balanced and also materials as well so that the page feels unified. Next, I'm going to be adding some gold foil, and I do this by taking liquid glue. It's usually better than a glue stick, and just adding it where I want a little extra sparkle on my page. You can also take gold foil sheets if you want to use a lot more gold on one page, and you can use that as a base too as well in your collage. But it is really fine, so it'll stick to your fingers sometimes like glitter. Finally, I'm showing a final way to stamp, and I'm using tracing paper, and then I'm taking my stamp that I made and I am actually going to use the tracing paper as my base. So you don't have to use your actual book as your base for your stamps. You can do it on tracing paper like this, or you can see on the left side of the page there is a piece of brown toned paper and there's a stamp of a gift tag on that. And so you can use different kinds of paper and collage with stamps to kind of add some more visual interest. Here I'm just adding some finishing touches, making sure that that purple is on both sides of the spread, and then adding some butterfly stickers and finishing gluing down the collage pieces in order for the whole spread to be finished. And here is the finished product, an altered book spread that combines collage, stamps, and lots of fun mixed media materials. I can't wait to see what you create.